Ew, ew. What tunes we gonna play for today? It's the weekend. It's a little bit of a different show, so we're gonna give it a little bit for people to tap in, tap in, tap in. Uh Man, I gotta let y'all hear this new Dame Dash. I'm writing a song for my man Dame, man. I don't like how everybody's getting on my bro, man. Maybe I'll release a little snippet later tonight. Who knows? Who knows? But we got a bunch. I told y'all we're gonna. I told y'all yesterday that we would be back on this weekend. I don't know if y'all believe me, but I'm here. We are here, and we're gonna go over a bunch of stuff. We got a bunch of stuff that Ant sent over, a bunch of videos, and then something that I just saw with Stephen A. Smith. We got to go over too. So we're gonna give it a couple minutes. What should we do? What should we do? Matter of fact, let's play some tunes while we're waiting. We'll play some tunes while we're waiting. What's my weekend flow? What's the weekend flow? What is the weekend flow? Usually play this joint. Actually, I kind of want to play this song. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just giving it a little bit of time to let everybody join. It's a different type of show, but I told y'all that I'd be here for the weekend. I told y'all that I tap in on the weekend. Is that Chris? Hey, somewhere over here. No, I want a different song. Let's see which one this one. I like this. I like this beat. Somebody go off. You should be here with me. Show us somewhere getting high. All right, so as you're joining, please make sure that you like. It's only going to help with the algorithm. This is a new show. I guess you can call it random. Yesterday, we went a little bit too long, so I promised y'all that we would jump on today or tomorrow, and here we are. So we're going to finish up with some things that we are going to discuss yesterday, and of course, I got some new things to discuss with y'all. So we are going to have a convo. I was going to give it a couple minutes. Actually, man, I don't know. I kind of want to just get into it. But have y'all been seeing? Matter of fact, let me show y'all some of the videos that have been bothering me, man. A couple of things been bothering me. And I don't know why they do my bro Dame like that. Why they do my man Dame like that? Hold on. Let me share the screen real quick. And I'm gonna turn this music off. Oh, man. So Dame's teeth fell out, man. My man Dame's teeth fell out the other day, and people getting on him crazy. Let me show. Well, I guess I should show 50's post. Hold on, let me show the 50 Cent post real quick. Cause 50, he posted something on my bro, man. I ain't really like why he had to do that. But it's all fun and games. Damn, chill. Let me show you the post that he first put up about Dame. And Dame laughing at it, so it's all good. It's all good.
The real deal.
Oh my God. I don't even want to show y'all it, but
Somebody definitely sent me that
true shit. You gotta laugh at
50 said about me not having no money. I want to see if you're the real deal. See if I'm the real deal. Yeah, hold on. Oh God.
Niggas talking that 50 cent, I be talking 50 mil. Niggas talking that Timmy Turner, let the nigga get killed.
Bubba Dub would say, trash. You throw a motherfucking concert in Louisiana and don't book no Louisiana legends and put no bankroll in no Louisiana legends pocket, but you pay the police $500,000. What type of bitch ass shit is that? Gang, I'm willing to sit down and talk and peaceful and just, you know, go have some drinks or have something to eat. Or maybe I can take you to my grandma's house and, you know, let her give you some real soul food.
The Accomplice by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and Aaron Phillip Clark, available now.
Yo, 50 is just undefeated with this stuff, man. 50 is undefeated with this stuff. Hold on, let me go back to Dame, man. They got my boy looking crazy. But this is how you gotta just accept it, man. This is why we love Dame, because when it happens,
obviously
it is what it is.
I feel like I need to address the T. First of all, they know yet. Sorry about that. First of all, these are not dentures. These are my grills, right? And what happened was, you know, I have to go get implants put in. So I have implants, and I got them 20 years ago. And every 20 years, you got to switch them out. So I have to do a surgery, pause, oral, and it is. Once they do it, let me show you. Look. Okay?
Oh, man.
So that's what happened, the Prince. But, you know, I thought it was hilarious. I ain't tried to edit it. I think it's good for joke. But yeah, they're not dentures, and I think it's hilarious. You know, obviously, I feel like.
Oh, man. Oh shoot.
Somebody definitely sent me that 50 said about me not having no money. I want to see if you're the real deal. See if I'm the real deal. Yeah, hold on. Oh God.
Oh God. Hey, yo, chill, man. All right, so I need to show y'all. We need to show y'all. So this is what 50 was upset about.
It's model, because usually there is no one person that puts up the money.
Nah, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. We're doing a Dame Day. We're doing a Dame Day. Yo, we're doing a Dame Day. I don't know when we do. Yo, shot. I'm telling y'all, I love 50. I love 50. Like, 50's the guy. But, or there's no but, period. I love Dame. Dame is different, man. Dame's one of my superheroes, man. So to see, you know, Fifth go at Dame, it's like, let's keep it all fun and games. Hopefully we can grow from it. But there is something that I got to show y'all. And we're going to bounce around a little all over the place today. But this is something that I wanted to address that I saw Stephen A. Smith. Let me hide this for a second. I saw Stephen A. Smith just post a video on this. And I was disappointed, man. I was disappointed for a few different reasons. But I just don't understand why some people just feel the need to play both sides, play the middle, and just not call things straight. You could tell when somebody doesn't even believe what they're saying. And I believe that this is the case with Stephen A. Smith with this issue that we're getting ready to show you. So remember the other day how we talked about Caitlin Clark getting all that hate. We talked about Caitlin Clark getting all that hate. And apparently I didn't know whether it was an old video. I actually I saw the video before we started talking about when we talked about on the show with Angel Reese and her coming out and saying, maybe I'll play it. Hold on one second. Maybe I'll play it because Stephen A. Smith is he's gonna talk about the actual hold on, let me see if I could play it because Stephen A. Smith doesn't put the video on his show. I guess they he worried they're gonna come at him. I guess little old us, they're not gonna be worried about. So Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark interview. Actually, wait. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. I think this is the video. Let's check it out. Hold on. I didn't know Chris came back and apologized. Chris who? Hold up. What did I miss? Hold up. What are we talking about? What did I miss? You said you didn't know Chris came back and apologized. Oh, Hurricane. Yo, it's funny that you mentioned that one. So Shy talking about Hurricane Chris. He came out talking all crazy. Then he's like, how you go from talking crazy? You ain't invite nobody from Louisiana. Obviously just mad he didn't invite you. But then you end up going from that to, oh yeah, you come to my grandma's house maybe for dinner. We could just sit down and have a drink. Maybe you should have had that energy in the beginning, brother. All right. Maybe you should have had that energy in the beginning instead of afterwards. You'd have been better off. But all right, so I want y'all to take a look at this. Take a look at this and y'all tell me y'all thoughts. Hold on. Here we go. All right. Tell me y'all thoughts.
Yeah, keeps going on. Caitlin is an amazing player. Whenever you think of Angel Reese, people often mention Caitlin Clark. There's no beef, but the media keeps going on. Caitlin is an amazing player, and I've always thought she was an amazing player. We've been playing each other since high school. There's never been beef. Like, we've talked trash to each other in AAU. Like, it's been that. So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that. But no, I don't believe in her hurt that she has hatred towards me. And I'm sure she believes that I don't have hatred towards her. But I think at the end of the day, it's a game that we do both love, but there is no hate, no hate. We're gonna play on the same team one day, I'm sure. Whenever you
So when I saw that, immediately, I couldn't help but realize that this is what happens when we live in this victim society. This is what happens when liberals have encouraged Black people, that we've been oppressed for so long, mistreated for so long, that now we deserve special treatment moving forward, and that we are allowed, and by special treatment, I don't mean reparation. I'm not saying that. I'm saying special treatment as far as the ability to, hold up, what just happened? Oh, TV shut off for a second. But the ability to cry about racism, but then be racist and have it excused because things have happened to us in the past. Now, what exactly do I mean by that? Angel Reese is up here talking about there's an issue because of Caitlin Clark's fans. Bruh, are you not going to address your fans? Are you not going to address the fact that when we were watching the national championship this year, I don't know how it was last year, but people just rooting against Caitlin Clark because the other team is all Black and led by a Black coach compared to this white girl that is an amazing player? Are we just going to excuse that? Are we going to act like that didn't happen? Are we going to act like all the players that we see coming out of the former players talking about Caitlin Clark and saying Angel Reese is the MVP when it's clear as day that Caitlin Clark is a more impactful and valuable player to her team? Like, are we not going to address the things that Cheryl Swoop, she gets up on TV, one of the GOATs in women's basketball, gets up and makes up a lie about Caitlin Clark, never even apologizes in the public eyes, and says that she took 5 years to break a record that somebody else set in 4 years, saying that she took so many shots, like 40 shots a game when it wasn't even close? Are we going to address the fact that Caitlin Clark has been hated on and she's experienced racism because she's a white girl who's balling and destroying a lot of people in a game that is previously dominated by black women. Let's just be real. But then when you have Angel Reese come out and say that the issue between them is caused by the media, or I'm not even sure if she mentioned the media. I think she did. But the fans, Caitlin Clark's fans, who are racist, without acknowledging the fact that the fans on her side that are racist. How do I know? Because I talk to them. People that don't even like basketball just feel the need that they need to, they don't even know the difference between Caitlin Clark's position and Angel Reese's position, but they'll sit there and hate on Caitlin Clark and celebrate Angel Reese. Why? It's because she's black. But this goes back to what we always talk about. Black people have been convinced that it's okay for us to be racist to everybody else by liberals and Democrats based on what has happened to us in the past. Why? Because they just will say and do anything to get our support. It is what it is. We see it clear as day. So I want y'all to look at this Stephen A interview, and it's really sad. It's really sad that grown men just sell their souls for $1, sell their souls for viewership, sell their souls to be liked. This is why I always say, and I think not Stephen A. I think Candace Owens and Andrew Tate said it in their interview, where you got to look back at to connect a lot of these dots and understand how this stuff makes sense. You got to look at how these people's high school experience were. I guarantee you that Stephen A's high school experience, I know exactly what type of guy he was in high school. And I'm not going to go into detail because obviously I wasn't there, but I'm just telling you based on how I see him acting now, I have a strong feeling. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But I have a strong feeling based on what type of person he was in high school. Probably got picked on, was never the cool kid, always wanted to be the cool kid, probably did any and everything to try to hang out and get noticed by the cool kids. And that's just was his experience. Probably just, and ever since high school, he's been searching for that recognition of being cool. And now he feels that because he's on a show, like, bro, that's dope. You're on a show, you're important. You're number one, I believe, in sports talk shows. Let's celebrate it. But he also will say and do anything to appeal to a particular audience because he's scared to stand on what he knows is right, because he'll face backlash from certain people that look like him, in particular black women, when it comes to this issue. It is what it is. Now let's look at this Stephen A. Not interview. Let's look at this Stephen A show real quick. And y'all tell me, cuzzo, what's the deal, baby? They not ready for that talk. They talking down this young lady like they watched the WNBA. And that's what I said. Like, people don't even watch it. Yo, people saying anything negative about Caitlin Clark. Yo, let me be very clear. Caitlin Clark is the best women's basketball player I've ever seen. And I've heard other people bring up like Maya Moore. I know Maya Moore was tough, was the truth. But when it comes to who I'm betting on as far as when their careers are done, being the best player, being the GOAT, it's Caitlin Clark. I've never seen anybody like her. I'm just being honest. And then when you couple it with the impact that she's had to increase the viewership, to increase the finances in the league, how can you hate on her? The only reason why you would hate on her is one, because unsuccessful people who are insecure love hating on successful people. And the other is because she's white. Because she's white. And people don't like it. But see, it's so funny how we can identify it when it's Tiger Woods, when it's Serena Williams, when it's Venus Williams, when it's a black person in a sport that's dominated by white people. But we never seem to keep that same energy when it's in reverse. Why? Oh, because of slavery. Like, literally, that seems to be the thing that justifies us being racist and prejudiced to certain people, and us being the same things that we complain about people being to us, because of a history that didn't occur to us. It happened to us personally, but happened to our ancestors, right? Okay, I get it. So let's listen to Stephen A for a bit. And y'all tell me, maybe I'm off. Maybe.
Hitter number 2, WNBA Player of the Week. There have only been 40 triple doubles in the history of the WNBA. Cheryl Swoops recorded the first WNBA triple-double during the 1999 season, while Caitlin Clark logged the most recent triple-double earlier this week. Caitlin Clark became the first ever rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double twice in the same season. In that game, Clark scored her 103-point shot this season, becoming just the sixth woman to do so and first in her rookie season. She now has 102 on the season and is 19 away from Diana Taurasi in second place and 26 away from UNESCO of the New York Liberty. My WNBA player of the week, surprise, surprise, Indiana Fever rookie sensation.
Yo, look at this. Yo, look at this. I know it's just the last 3 games, but this is different. This is a rookie. This is a rookie. Come on now. And now I'm really starting to believe that it wasn't just her adjusting to the WNBA while her numbers in the beginning of the season weren't this, but it was the fact that she had no time off pretty much from the time that they finished the college playoffs or the college tournament to when she started playing with the Indiana Fever. It's not like men's basketball where you get a little bit of a break. You go right into it. I'm not even sure if she had a full month off. And she got right to it. So now she got a little break because y'all hated on her when it came to the Olympics and then had all those low attendance numbers, wondering why. And then she comes back and starts killing. This is a team that I don't think they've been above 500. They've had a winning percentage. Think about this. They haven't had a winning percentage, I don't think, in over 2 years. And now I think they've won like 7 out of the last 8 games. They clinched the playoff spot. They're in I think they're in the 6th spot. You never know what's going to happen. And they're hot. I think they got the #1 offense, but listen to Stephen A, man. Just listen to Stephen A. This is it's strange.
Caitlin Clark. It's nothing really to say other than that. She's winning Rookie of the Year. She's a top candidate for league MVP honors. She ain't beating Angel Wilson for the MVP. But she's beating Angel Reese for the Rookie of the Year. That's a wrap. That's over. And props to Angel Reese, who's had a good year, by the way. Quick hitter number 3 goes to Chicago Sky rookie forward Angel Reese, who has a new weekly podcast called Unapologetically Angel. It's part of Playmakers Network of podcasts from Shaquille O'Neal. On the debut episode, co-host Maya Reese, who is Angel's cousin, asked her to address her feelings about rival Indiana Fever's Caitlin Clark and the Fever's fan base. Take a look at what Angel Reese had to say about that. Quote, Caitlin Clark fans, they're Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans, I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that. But when it comes to death threats, like, I'm talking about people who have come down to my address, following me home. Multiple occasions, people have made AI pictures of me naked, literally. They've sent it to my family members. It sucks to see that. And it's really hard that I have to go through that.
I've never been a celebrity, so I can't say what it's like to be a celebrity. However, if I was a celebrity, or let's say in the future, I become one, my expectations, not when I become one, but before, leading up to it, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised by a lot of this stuff. Like, they made AI pictures of you naked and send them to your family members. That's what we're blaming Caitlin Clark's racist fans for. Like, are there extreme fans everywhere? Of course. Of course. But if I was Angel Reese, I couldn't focus on her fans without also focusing on the fact that you have all these media outlets that are so in her favor and against Caitlin Clark that it creates so much hatred towards Caitlin Clark to where you are going to create extreme fans of Caitlin Clark. Just like there's extreme fans of Angel Reese. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but let's I'm sure Stephen A is going to give her some great advice.
End quote. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be?
If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her. So she's 22, I believe. I think he's going to say that she's 22. Women want to be equal, bro. Women want to be equal. You can tell it to her straight, bro. She's a woman. She's making a whole lot of money. I think she's probably made over $1 million off, everything between her contracts and endorsements and everything else. And you're still not willing to keep it real. Let's hold on. I want to go back to what he just said.
Whoa. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be?
You should still say that. You don't have to say it in a disrespectful way. You could say it in the manner that you just said it. And you kind of did say it, but you're trying to get the cop out to say if she was older, I would say this. So you're saying it, but this is what I mean by playing the middle. It's naive. It is what it is. You're not calling somebody a name like to be disrespectful. You're saying that it's naive. And the reason why you're saying it's naive, one, you should expect it. But the other reason is he's not addressing why she's being naive. She's being naive to only call out Caitlin Clark's fans and acting like it's Caitlin Clark's fans that are the problem, when I don't know, maybe it's just my algorithm and the people that I'm around and the stance that I have. So when I say something good about Caitlin Clark and I hear backlash, I'm over here looking at y'all like, bruh, y'all are being racist. Tell me one thing that you don't like about Caitlin Clark. They're she's overhyped, just a white girl. These are the things that I hear. Let's not act like we don't know what's going on here. Let's not act like we don't know what's going on here. But does Stephen A move forward and say this? Say what I said, the naive from both stands? Because he's saying that she's naive for not expecting this. Yo, it is what it is. With fame comes a whole lot of other things that you may not want to come your way. It is what it is. Especially when you're an athlete like Angel, who's flamboyant. I remember her saying that she was upset that she was being sexualized. But then you see the clothing that she wears and how she shows off a lot of sexy images. But then you're complaining that you're being sexualized. And the reason why she has what I would perceive as hypocritical behavior is because of people like Stephen A. Smith not keeping it real with her. You're old enough to post in a sexy bathing suit. You're old enough to make millions of dollars. You're old enough to do all these other things. But when it comes to Stephen A. Smith calling you out on your immaturity or being naive, we're going to give her a pass. We're going to give her a pass. Let's keep going.
But she is young. She's only 22. And the reality is the scrutiny that she's been subjected to is inexcusable. It's egregious. It's disgusting. It's wrong. And there's a bunch of punk, no good, you know what's out there on the male and female side who are abusive because they're really, really good at being that way when they're behind keyboards and away from cameras and out of the spotlight where people know exactly who the hell they are.
I just couldn't imagine, maybe I'm wrong. I'm being totally honest. I just couldn't imagine, you're talking about behind keyboards. So what? I understand all the other stuff when, obviously nobody coming to your crib. That's a violation. Obviously anybody threatening you physically, physical harm or anything like that. Yes. But what he's talking about is these keyboard warriors, it's going to come with it. It's going to come with it. And what he's really trying to do, because he's been one of the people that has called out a bunch of the haters when it comes to Caitlin Clark. I have to acknowledge that he has called out people for hating on Caitlin Clark. It is what it is. I'm not sure that he called it out for exactly what it is, for being racism, and we'll say it as strong as that. But he's calling it out in his own way, based on protecting his brand, his image, and his relationships, and not wanting to seem like a quote unquote Uncle Tom. I don't care. But he doesn't want people looking at him like how they may look at a Jason Whitlock on this topic. So therefore, he'll call out the fans to a certain degree. But then when it comes to Angel, he'll act like it's egregious. It's using all these big words to describe something that Angel's going through while not highlighting the fact that this problem is also being caused by a lot of the people that are just being straight up racist when it comes to Caitlin Clark. And how you going to call out Caitlin Clark's fans, but not call out Angel Reese's fan base?
The only reason that I brought up the first part about Angel Reese is this. Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star. And Angel Reese is to be completely believed that there's no hate. They both get along. They're cool with each other. They're high-end competitors, etc., etc. But you've known they were coming for you when you were waving your hands in your face to mock Caitlin Clark when you were beating her for the national championship. And you also are old enough to know that in this society, whether they want to admit it or not, they don't like seeing somebody black coming at somebody white who is a beloved star of theirs.
Like what? Like what you just described is so funny. He'll say that she made this gesture taunting Caitlin Clark in the national championship game. So he's connecting that to the fact that, you know, and this is why he's using this naive. He's being so slick. He sounds smart to people that may be not able to read into what he's exactly saying. That's a nice way of me saying it. He's trying to connect that she was taunting, saying like, you know what happens when you're a black person and you taunt a white star. Bro, Caitlin Clark doesn't taunt anybody as a white person. And she's a star. And she gets all that hate without even taunting. Like, I know she's taunted. She did this in college to somebody. But I'm talking about right now in the WNBA. She hasn't taunted anybody from what I've seen. And even if, let's say that she is taunting, why do you call it out on one side and simply sit here and say, oh, well, you know, you can't, as a black athlete, you can't taunt a white star? Like, what are you talking about? And then he's not saying, oh, well, you know, as a white athlete, you know, you're going to get a lot of hate for taunting a black woman. Why didn't you say that? If Caitlin Clark is taunting other people, why is only the one true? Yo, this is we always talk about it like weak male leadership, bro. Weak male leadership, emasculated male leadership, men that just want to just align themselves with the cool crowd and just what's in, rather than just standing on what you stand on and just shooting it to people straight.
That's not the case with all. It's not the case with most. But those who screech the loudest get the most attention sometimes. And that's what the worst of cynics and critics do. And so you knew they were going to come for you. You had to know that. Now, to the degree that they're doing so, I get where you're coming from. But keep your spirits up, because you're at a decisive advantage, Angel Reese. You're at a decisive advantage because they made the mistake of letting you know who they are, whoever those people are. And now you have perfect justification for keeping people at bay and not letting people too close where they could potentially hurt you. It's something most people usually learn when they get older. You learned it younger, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yo. Yeah, I'm being honest, man. I'm being honest. Like, as I'm listening to this, my mind is going a totally different direction. Like, I'm just thinking about, like, yo, like, our role models, man. I'm specifically in the black community, and I hate to just always do that, but it's like, to address this stuff, you have to, like, when you look at role models in the black community between the ages of, let's say, like 50 and 75, like, who are they and what are they saying? Like, whether it's politics and you see like a Van Jones and an Al Sharpton, and it's like, or it's Stephen A. Smith, and it's like, yo, why are y'all being like this? Like, why are y'all so soft and so just so phony? Just so phony when it comes to a lot of these issues. Like, what are you like? I don't know.
You're at an advantage.
You're at an advantage because you know the racism. You know the racists. They've showed their hand. Like, come on, bro.
Clark fan she was alluding to, she ain't lying. It's not all, it's not most. A lot of them are
Hold on, listen to what he just said.
Thing. You're at an advantage. As for the Caitlin Clark fan she was alluding to, she ain't lying. It's not all, it's not most. A lot of them are fun-loving. A lot of them are great fans. A lot of them are great, great people. But some of them are racist.
It's not all, it's not most, but some of them are racist. Well, Stephen A. Smith, do you think that some of Angel Reese's fans are racist as well? Do you think that some of the people reporting on the WNBA are racist as well? Because I know you'll call out certain people, but I'm not sure that I've heard you explicitly say that it's racism, which is why Caitlin Clark is getting targeted the way that she's being targeted, the way that she's being hated on, the way that the WNBA has just fumbled this completely when you have a star like her.
Some of them.
I thought all these people on this side, you know, that talk about racism and talk about, I thought y'all was cool and pushed DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Do you think that the WNBA has made Caitlin Clark feel included? Do you think the WNBA has celebrated the diversity with one of their top 3 or 2 maybe best players in the league being white in a traditionally black sport? Do you think that they're celebrating that diversity and that equity and that inclusion? I don't see it. I don't see it.
Don't want Angel Reese to be the one coming at her, and they use ethnicity as the rationale behind it. Again, very few compared to the many who wouldn't do that. But it is that kind of hate.
So if it's very few, let me ask you again. Do you think there's very few of Angel Reese's fans who are racist towards Caitlin Clark? Like, come on now. And this is the thing. This is what I'm always, I don't know, y'all. And this is where I was going to say it before when I said, I don't know, y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but I left it out. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it now. If Angel Reese was a man, would he have this same level? Like, would he have this same energy? But hey, are we pushing for equality or are we not? Like, what are we going for? What are we going for? Because I'm not one of these people that's just out in the front lines fighting for women to be equal to men, because we're not equal. But that's that side. That's the DEI side. That's the victimhood side. That's the we've been oppressed for so long side. So therefore, you know, we deserve to oppress some of them. That's that side. So what are we really saying? What are we really doing? If it was a man and y'all want to be treated equal, y'all want to be men, right? I mean, y'all want to be treated the same way as men. I hear a lot of WNBA athletes talking about, yo, we just want to be treated like the fellas. Okay. Got Brittany Griner out here calling herself a pops. Okay. So then be treated the way that you're saying that you want to be treated. Accept it. Yo, you're a star. Angel, it comes with it. Just like Caitlin, you're a star. Caitlin, it comes with it. Deal with it. Both sides. But all this extra sympathy that Stephen A. Smith is trying to show, we see right through this. This corny. This is corny, bro. It's corny.
I've seen it for years. I saw it when Allen Iverson was playing, and I was covering him every day.
Oh,
they saw it when Michael Jordan was on the come up.
Oh, my God.
LeBron James, need I remind y'all, had racial epithets spray painted on his home in Brentwood.
He said he saw it with AI. He saw it with Michael Jordan, and he saw it with LeBron James. Stephen A. Smith, have you seen it with Caitlin Clark? Because she's actually the person that is on the LeBron's level, the Michael Jordan's level, the AI's level when it comes to their sport. I'm just trying to make it all make sense. And this is going to sound crazy. This may sound crazy. All right, I'm going to say it. It just came to my mind. Angel Reese is not on their level. Angel Reese is more of a, and this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to say it. She's more of a Dennis Rodman. Her game definitely reflects more of a Dennis Rodman. How Dennis Rodman was more of a, what was he, a rebounder, hustle player, but then he had a personality that made his stardom bigger than he was just on the court. You get what I'm saying? Now, I know he was doing stuff a little bit different where he's like all the piercings and the tattoos and the hair color, but that appealing to his punk rock crowd is maybe how Angel Reese appeals to the more hip hop crowd and the things that she does. Now, I know that Dennis Rodman, that was more when he got a little bit older, so it is a little bit different. But I'm just saying, as far as if you're going to talk about the hate and criticism and racism that Michael Jordan faced, that LeBron James faced, that AI faced, make sure that you keep that same big R racism energy when it comes to Caitlin Clark. And this is why I'm saying all this stuff. The more Black people and victims in general, people that embrace this victimhood mentality, the more that their behavior is excused, then we're never going to get out of it. We're never going to get out of that mindset and be able to grow and see the world in a different place, because we have all these people convincing us that, yo, this is racist. The world's racist. The world's racist. You're going to, rather than maybe a different mindset. Yo, there's a great opportunity for you. Great opportunity for you. Everybody's going to hate when you're great. Cool. Leave it at that. But when you embrace a victim, and when you convince a victim to embrace being a victim, when you convince somebody to embrace being oppressed, it's like it's hard for them to get out of that mentality. And now they're pushing that mentality to the people that they have influence over, when in all actuality, it's like, shorty, look at the other side of this thing. You're over here calling out Caitlin Clark fans. That, like, imagine the delusion of Angel Reese to call out Caitlin Clark fans and blame them for the issues between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark without even acknowledging her fans. If Angel Reese came out and said, you know what, it's been our fan bases, and it's been on both sides. She's got some extreme fans on her side. I've got some extreme fans on my side. Of course, race plays an issue when it comes to both. We both got to deal with it. We both like each other. We're competitive. It is what it is. We don't want that extreme energy on both sides. We just want to play ball. That's what Stephen A. should have told her to say. That's what her mindset should be. But instead, he's just feeding into it. She's absolutely right. I saw this racism with AI. I saw this racism with Michael Jordan. I was right there with AI. You know, AI is my friend. AI is my friend. I saw this with LeBron James. They wrote the N-word on his house.
California, just a few years ago. This ain't new. We want to act like it's new. We want to act like we're this raceless society, that people ain't thinking about that. Most decent, God-fearing, loving people ain't thinking like that.
So then what are you talking about? We want to act like the society. Oh, maybe I just heard that wrong.
Act like it's new. We want to. This ain't new. We want to act like it's new. We want to act like we're this raceless society, that people ain't thinking about that. Most decent, God-fearing, loving people ain't thinking like that. But there's quite enough people.
We want to act like it's a raceless society. Most people are not racist, but there's a few, like, bro, is this as inconsistent to y'all as it is to me? He just said that we want to act like this is a raceless society, right? That we're not, that it's not racism all over the place. That's what he's saying. We want to act like that. But then he said that most people, most God-fearing, whatever he categorizes that, most people are not like that. So if most people are not racist in your mind, do you think that people should talk a lot about racism and only call it out on one side? Or do you think that we should downplay it based on how the media tries to just act like it's the biggest issue in the world? And perfect example, if Donald Trump, you better vote Kamala, because Donald Trump's going to have you in chains and shackles if you don't. Do y'all see how we get like played into this, brainwashed and manipulated into this? Now we're walking around in our day-to-day lives just looking for things. And what is it? You get a certain type of car, you see more of them on the road. You go outside the house thinking that the world is racist, you're going to experience more racism. It just is what it is. So he acknowledges that, he says that we want to act like this is a racist society. Then you acknowledge that most people are not racist based on your words. I'm just saying, going on your words. But then you move on.
God-fearing, loving people ain't thinking like that. But there's quite enough people who are far from that, who live on that kind of vitriol and hatred. And some of them, not most, not all, some of them have been Caitlin Clark fans coming at Angel Reese.
Of course, now he's going to say, and some of them have also been Angel Reese fans coming at Caitlin Clark. I'm sure he's going to say that.
All she stated was the obvious. Plain and simple.
Whoa.
Plain and
Whoa, bro.
Before we go into the
something happened with the video? Damn, I thought he was going to say, he just only highlighted the racism on one side, I guess. In the big picture scheme of things, this is why things will never get better, or things will never get better until we change these mindsets. And this is what I was talking about the other day, where we have a group of people where it's not that people want racism to end. I think it maybe used to be that, but now it's like, well, I want to justify my racism towards them because they've been racist to me for so long. And when I say justify it, it's not even racist. If I do it to them, it's not racist because of what they did to me in the past. Stephen A said it. Corny. All right, let's get to some of these other videos. Like I said, I may be seeing it wrong. I'm always open to the fact that I may be wrong. I may be looking at this thing the wrong way. Totally cool. All right, so there was a couple of different videos that I wanted to show. All right, let me get to my notes. Okay, so all right, so that actually has a video. Let's look at this video. So what's happening with so we got some new high rise. Hold on, let me see. We got a new building. Where is it? Let me show y'all this new building. Is this it? No, hold on. Let me show y'all. It may be on, hold on. Let me look at my messages real quick. Oh, I wanted to show y'all this video anyway. Actually, I'm glad that we caught on to this one. All right, so check this out. Because we talked about the food industry the other day, and then I saw this post, of course, after the show. And it's the foods made by Big Tobacco. Did you know that Lunchables are made by Big Tobacco, that Hawaiian Punch, Chips Ahoy, Teddy Grahams, Fig Newtons, Triscuit, what is that, Belvita, Ritz crackers, what else we got? Kool-Aid, Classico. Damn, Classico? What kind of, what are those hot dogs? I can't see it from, I think that's Oscar Mayer. Kraft mac and cheese, Capri Sun, sweet cakes are made by who? So pretty much these people, they studied the food and taste algorithm and tried to create food that was as addictive as possible, the same way. They are in the addiction business. And Philadelphia cream cheese, I didn't want to leave you out. They're in the addiction business. So just like they created cigarettes that were addicting, nicotine, tobacco, they've also created food that has been addicting. And dig this, they both kill you. One may kill you slower than the other, but I'm not even sure, actually. I'm not even sure if I could say that one kills you shorter than the other, because when you look at the leading causes of death for a lot of us, especially when you look at the impoverished neighborhoods, a lot of it is based on the food that we're eating. It's based on the food that we're eating. Let me show y'all this. Hold on. I want to show you this. All right, so I don't know why I didn't have it saved here. It should be up here now. Oh, wait, let me show y'all. Let me finish showing y'all this. All right.
Companies
why
with
y'all
cigarette
ain't tell me it
companies,
wasn't on
Philip
the
Morris,
screen?
R.J. Reynolds, and others. Still to this day, Philip Morris owns Kraft. Most of the companies.
So this is what I was describing. So these are all the foods that they make. So the shocking truth of how big tobacco secretly shaped the processed food industry. Did you know that? Oh, actually, let me read the caption. I think it's a good caption. Making whole generations addicted to their products. Shame. In the 1980s, major tobacco companies like Philip Morris and R.J. Reynolds expanded into the processed food industry through significant acquisitions. Philip Morris acquired General Foods in 1985 and Kraft in 1988, creating a powerful food division. Similarly, R.J. Reynolds merged with Nabisco in 1985 to form RJR Nabisco, combining well-known food and cigarette brands. These companies applied their marketing expertise and knowledge of consumer behavior from the tobacco industry to promote processed foods, creating products designed to maximize consumer appeal and potentially addictive eating habits. Facing increasing regulation and litigation over tobacco products in the 1990s and 2000s, these companies shifted focus to the food and beverage sectors for more sustainable growth. Sometimes these devils are smart.
Were spun out in the 1990s, but cigarette companies literally took their scientists as cigarette companies were declining and put them over to food companies to make the food more addictive. And all those thousands of ingredients that we have in our food are made to addict our children. It's hijacking our biology and our understanding of like what we're eating. You don't binge on natural food because our bodies are made over that.
Yo, do we realize like what processed foods are? Like it's not real food. It's not like we call it processed foods, but I'm beginning to question what makes something food. Like what makes something food? What does it need to have in it to be food? Does it have to have nutrients in it? What does it have? Does it have to have vitamins? Does it have to have minerals? What makes something food? Let's actually look that up. Hold on. I'm gonna look up. Where's ChatGPT? ChatGPT, where are you at? Is processed food. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up on here. I'll do it with y'all. I'm not going to be lazy. Hold on. Let me look it up with y'all. Let me pull up the screen. Hold on. Hold on. We'll search it together. We shall search it together. Window, new tab, share, show on screen. All right, there we go. All right, where's my chat GPT? Boom. Yeah, I see all my history. All good. What did I say? Are processed foods real food? I guess I don't need a comma there. Processed foods are technically, hold on, whenever somebody says technically, we already know. Yo, did you cheat on her? Well, I mean, technically. Yo, did you steal that? I mean, technically, yeah, but no. Like whenever somebody throws the technically in there, it's either, and then you put it in quotes. Processed foods are technically, let me see, make sure that y'all are seeing it on y'all screen. And I wish I could blow it up a little bit. Hold on, let me see if I could, expand it a little bit. All right, should be a little bigger on the screen. All right, so there we go. So let me read this for y'all. So it says processed foods are technically real food in the sense they are made from actual ingredients, but they undergo industrial processing, which can alter their original nutritional profile. These foods are often modified to enhance flavor, shelf life, and convenience. This process can involve adding preservatives, sweeteners, artificial flavors, and other additives, which may reduce the food's nutritional quality compared to whole unprocessed foods. Oh, it may reduce the food's nutritional quality. ChatGPT, we got to figure out who's the money behind ChatGPT. Anything when you take it out of its natural state, it's reducing the nutritional quality. Like, knock it off. Types of processed foods. Minimally processed foods like pre-cut vegetables or canned beans, which retain most of their natural nutrients. Well, if it's retaining most of the natural nutrients, then that means that it's not as much as it's in its natural state. Highly processed foods like chips, cookies, and instant meals, which often contain added sugars, salts, and fats and have fewer nutrients. Once again, while processed foods can be part of a diet, a heavy reliance on highly processed options may contribute to health issues like obesity, heart disease, and diabetes due to their often high levels of added sugars, unhealthy fats, and sodium. In contrast, whole unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins generally offer more vitamins, minerals, and fiber without added unhealthy ingredients. So then my question is, hold on. So they're saying that it comes from, now it doesn't differentiate between the minimally processed and highly processed as far as where the food comes from. So they said that they're made from actual ingredients. So this is my question. And I swear I took a video of it today. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all the video. Oh, it won't even play the I just realized it won't play the audio. But I'll show y'all. So I took this video earlier when I was at Whole Foods. Let me see if I got it. So I always see organic seedless watermelon. They're always showing seedless watermelon. They got the big sign, seedless watermelon, as if they're trying to advertise that seedless means that it's a good thing. So hold on, let me come over here before we get back to ChatGPT. Let me hide this for a second. Let me show y'all this video. Is the video audio on?
How you have organic and seedless watermelon? It's like saying you got organic GMO food.
Y'all heard what I said? I said, how you got organic seedless watermelons? It's like organic GMO foods. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how you can produce a fruit without a seed when what makes a fruit are seeds. It doesn't make any sense to me. So let's go back to ChatGPT. Who knew we were doing some research today? Let's go back to ChatGPT. Are seedless watermelons real food? No, real fruit. That's right, real fruit. Hold on. Y'all taking hold up, bro. Hold on, I'm at to zoom out. I'll say, so we got a couple responses. Let me zoom out of here real quick. My bad. So it says, yes, seedless watermelons are real fruit. They are grown naturally through the process of hybridization, not genetic modification. So they're saying they're not GMO. So let's see, what is hybridization? What process is hybridization with fruits? The process of crossbreeding two different plant species or varieties to produce offspring with desirable traits from both parent plants. This is done to create new fruit varieties that have enhanced qualities such as improved flavor, resistance to diseases, increased size, or better adaptability to different climates. The seeds from this cross-pollination are planted, and the resulting plants are hybrids that contain a mix of genetic material from both parent plants. I'm calling cat. Like, this makes no sense. You're telling me that this is done to create new fruit varieties that have enhanced qualities such as improved flavor, resistance to diseases? Stop it, bro. Now, I get what I bet you what they're trying to say is, hold on, are they trying to say that the plant or the fruit wouldn't contain diseases? Like saying like, hey, we're putting these pesticides on to prevent diseases for the, from getting in the fruit, but then they're going to cause different diseases in your system when you actually consume them. It doesn't make any sense. Nobody can sit here and tell me that anything man-made is healthier than something that comes from the earth. But this is why we believe what we believe. This is why we believe what we believe. Going back up here, it says, so it's a sterile hybrid fruit. So the fruit can't, obviously it's sterile. There's no seeds. Seedless watermelons come from crossing a diploid watermelon with 2 sets of chromosomes and a tetraploid watermelon with 4 sets of chromosomes, resulting in a triploid plant with 3 sets of chromosomes. These triploid watermelons can't produce seeds because they have an odd number of chromosome sets, but they still grow into regular watermelons. No, it's not a regular watermelon. It's not a regular watermelon. It's not. Seedless watermelons are grown and harvested like traditional watermelons, and they retain the same taste, texture, and nutritional value just without the hard seeds. While they may have small white seed coats, these are immature seeds and are edible. So while seedless watermelons are not naturally occurring in the wild, they are still real fruit grown through conventional breeding techniques. Property Club, Newsweek. I wonder why they cited that. Hold on, because I didn't see them on the last one cite anything. I guess they only cite it with certain things. All right, whatever. This one was cited by Newsweek too. I don't believe in this. I don't believe it. What y'all think? Shy wrote, I've been seeing a lot of people doing the seeded watermelon diet. 100%. I see a lot of that, Shy. They say that damn near like if you can pretty much reset your entire system by going on a seeded watermelon diet. They say that you can reset your entire system. Yeah, so we're gonna leave that one there. I forget where we were. Where were we? I know we were talking about the seeds. Did we finish that video? Let me see if we finished that video. Hold on. Let's go back. I know I'd be going off on these tangents.
Thousands of years to be with this food. Yeah. But processed food is not natural. It's hijacking our biology. The process.
I guess I stopped it on the right slide. It's not natural. It's hijacking our original biology. I'm just saying, man. I think that they're going to start doing this with the weed. You know, with the flowers, with the, you know, when they have these stores now that sell recreational marijuana or medical, I think that they're going to start incorporating a lot of these different strands and not natural strands. And I think they've already been doing it, which they've been producing a lot more strands with estrogen and lacking the testosterone. I think it's y'all know me, I'm a quote unquote conspiracy theorist, but I think it's to just continue the agenda that they've been doing in a different way, emasculating society. But let's move to this. All right, so I'm going to show y'all the video that I wanted to show y'all with the homes in LA. So if you're homeless in LA, or if you're homeless anywhere, you may want to pull up in LA, and we're going to show you why right here. Hold on. Hold up.
Name a few.
Hold on. Just want to go back to the beginning.
Amenities including 6 common balconies, a cafe, a gym, an art and music room, just to name a few.
Sheesh.
The apartments are fully furnished, and there will be caseworkers on site to help run and assist the residents with different programs. Amenities including 6 common balconies, a cafe, a gym, an art and music room, just to name a few. The apartments are fully furnished, and there will be caseworkers on site to help run and assist the residents with different programs.
Oh, that's why. All right, so I know why now. Why I didn't have that video saved. It's because I wanted to show y'all a different video. So there was another video that I got from the news source that explained that in a little bit more detail. Let me see if I can find that video. Give me a second. Oh, that's a funny video right there. Remind me to show y'all the video with Nathan Wade and Fannie Willis. All right, hold on. I know I have it saved somewhere. No, all right, hold on. I already got it. All right, so take a look at this. Which one are we? We got the screen shared. Is it this one? All right, yeah. So take a look at this video, and this should explain it in a little bit more detail about what's going on.
Happening today, a grand opening for a high-rise homeless shelter featuring apartments with skyline views, a gym, even a cafe.
Eyewitness News reporter Mark Cotaropolis joins us here in studio with details on this.
We're going to show you what $165 million will get you. It's considered affordable housing, but the cost to build this type of a project, it still adds up. Each unit costs nearly $600,000, and it's being funded by taxpayers. Take a look at the images here. There are 278 units in this 19-story development known as the...
You said funded by who? Oh, all right. Let me keep going. Let me not put an opinion on that.
Weingart Tower. It's intended to help people currently without shelter on Skid Row. This will be LA's largest permanent supportive housing project. There is an entire floor of offices for caseworkers, and the list of amenities is pretty impressive. As you mentioned, there's a gym, an art room, a music room, and a computer room and library. People living here will enjoy 6 common balconies and a cafe. The $165 million project is receiving permanent financing from Proposition HHH, which voters overwhelmingly passed in 2016. The new tower is also receiving...
Hold on. So voters passed it. We got to look into that. Did voters pass it for this? Or did voters, if you voted on it, then that's, shoot, that's what you voted on. I still think it's crazy. And I'm going to tell you why it's crazy. Because I don't think that giving anybody anything, when you give people things, it does not help their situation, in my opinion. Just by giving people things. You may help a few, but when you give somebody something for free, there's no value in it. People, in my opinion, let me be very clear, I have no expertise on this, but the same people that are reporting this stuff, they don't have expertise on it either. I'm just going to give you my opinion based on my experience. When you give somebody something for free, they don't value it. And these people that are in this position, it's not that they need to be getting things for free. In my opinion, they need to figure out a purpose. They need to be inspired. They need to be counted on for something. They need camaraderie. They need all these different things rather than you just giving them something. Maybe they need to hit a rock bottom. I don't know. I really don't know. But when I just don't think that giving somebody something is just going to be the answer to all this. And also when it comes to tax-paying dollars, not to say that you may, however you feel on it, it should be voted on. They're saying that they voted on in 2016. So maybe they did okay this. I don't know. Like a lot of other policies, maybe they put it in another policy that people weren't aware of. But I just don't think, let me be very clear. I'm not just saying that I don't want my tax dollars paying for this. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I don't want my tax dollars paying for these homeless people. I'm not saying that. I don't think that it's a good strategy because I don't think it's going to produce results that will work. I don't think it will produce the results that they're probably thinking or just saying that it's going to produce, which is to help the homeless community. I think it's just another form of symbolism. I'm sure that somebody's making some money off of this. I'm sure that the developer signed a deal to where now they're getting payment. It's not like the building is being built for free. It's not like the developer said, hey, I'm just going to develop this building for free and, help out the homeless people. No, people are paying for it. You're paying for it if you're a taxpayer. I'm not sure if it's a state funded project or a federally funded project, but the taxpayers are paying for it. I don't think it's going to work. I don't know. I've never really thought deeply and created a plan. Well, I've thought deeply on it, but I've never, created a plan as far as how to help the homeless situation in LA. But with people that I've dealt with, when you give people things for free, they don't value it. And therefore, they're not going to, in my opinion, take advantage of the opportunity that's put in front of them. Don't give people fish. Teach them how to fish. Show them why it's so courageous that they can be a part of a team that is fishing. And show the people that you're going to be feeding. That's what I think they need to get behind something, to be a part of something that is purposeful, that they can stand on and be proud of and feel significant as far as the role that they're playing impacting the entire project. That's what I would gear more towards, but let's keep going.
State housing funds and $56 million in state tax credits. The grand opening set for later this morning. Several elected officials are going to be there, including Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass. And guys, this is really just the beginning. There's more planned. Another tower more than a year away, but it's under construction.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe.
I'd be happy to be that contractor. They're going to make some good money. So will, I'm sure, the politician that put the deal together, because they'll be on some board or whatnot. We know how all this goes. I'm just talking. Don't mind me. Allegedly, everything I'm saying. So I don't get in trouble. All right, let's move on. What's the next video that I wanted to show y'all? Levels of wealth. This is an interesting video. This may be one of the last videos that we actually show, but I actually got 2 more videos. Levels of wealth. Where's that video? Here we go. All right, let's let me run that back.
People who are not wealthy don't understand this. There's a $1 million millionaire. There's a $5 million millionaire, $10 million, make up numbers, $50 million millionaire, $100 million, $500 million millionaire, billionaire, $100 billion billionaire. Those are very different levels of wealth. If someone has $1 million in the bank or in their portfolio, their index fund, they have to keep working. They can't stop working. If they put that all into cash, and right now in the money market, and they got 5% interest on it, that happens now, they're going to have to pay, I think, capital gains on that. I'm not sure if it's income or capital gains. So they're going to come out with $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year on the $1 million. They're not financially secure, so to say. They still have to work. Someone has $5 million in the bank, then as long as they don't do anything reckless or irresponsible with the money, they're pretty much financially secure for the rest of their lives. If someone has $10 million in the bank, then they're starting to also have financial security for their children. If someone has $50 or $100 million in the bank, they can be building buildings if they wanted $1 million a pop, or, for organizations, or if they have expensive tastes, they can have multiple homes and yachts, of which I have one home and no yachts. And I could have, I could have hundreds of homes. What do I need it for? I don't need it. And then, Elon Musk, people who are not.
I wanted to show this video for a few different reasons. And one of them was to also show the Dame Dash 51. I don't think this is it. I wanted to go back. I should have showed the first video before. I forgot that I was supposed to show this all together, but I want to show y'all the initial video that 50 put out when he was sitting down with Gillian Wallow. Hold on. Let me just want to show y'all the right clip. Let me show y'all the right clip filters. I want to see a short. Sort by under 4 minutes. All right, I wish you could just see the short, because I want to show y'all the full video, because I think there's a lesson to be learned. All right, here it goes. Here we go. Right here. Hold on. Let me just share the right screen. Is this it? All right, take a listen to this. Because what did that guy say? He pretty much just said that $1 million, you haven't made it. You haven't made it yet off $1 million. You haven't. And listen to this, because this is where the back and forth with Dame Dash and with 50 calling out Dame, this is where it started right here. So take a listen.
Deal. I got $1 million. Cash. Add the taxes. The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Dame Dash, and he has no money now.
This is why I hate seeing 50 and Dame right now in this position, because I love 50, bro. 50's the guy. But damn, Fifth. Let's hear what 50. Let 50 explain.
How much money did he give you for that first deal? I got $1 million. Cash. Add the taxes.
Hold on. He didn't explain it all in this video. I want y'all to see the full video. And if not, then maybe I got to play it on somebody else's. Here we go. Hold on.
Bro, you can see this. You don't need me to say this. You know this. I would ask the radio DJs. I had the radio DJs around. I'm like, got his career. Look at him like that. Where did the meet last?
Hold on.
Friday evening, ending was Dame Dash, and he has no money now. I only felt that, because he said, well, there ain't no money. Like, after you get you a watch, a chain, and you look out for the homies, and you do this, then it's nothing. Right? And I was like, nigga, I'm from 134th Street. $1 million is a lot of money. Right. I think I hit the lotto. Right. Why you gonna say it's no money? Like, that? And I just never forgot that because of how it felt.
So, 50 doing what he do the best.
I never forgot that because of how it felt. Now, hold on. I got to share this with y'all, because one of the reasons why I respect 50 and I think 50 wins so much is because he removes a lot of emotion out of situations. However, when he's talking about that situation, all I heard was emotional energy. All I heard was because that's how I felt. I remember that because that's how I felt. You could tell that he wanted to get that off for a while. But let me ask y'all a question. The gentleman that we just heard the video from, did he not kind of say the same thing? And let's go back to this old video that I saw. I think it was Dame Dash. Hold on. Oh man, this is just on the fly. Y'all know I do stuff on the fly sometimes when I get inspired. Let me show y'all. I think it's a video. I think it was on. I just want to make sure where I saw it. I think I saw it. I think I either saw it on Twitter or did I see it on Gram? Hold on. It was hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I saved it. I'm sure I saved it. Come on, bro. Why would you not save it? Hold on. This isn't it. Hold on. Hold on. I want y'all to I want to highlight the fact that sometimes it's not the message, it's the messenger. And I know I saw it on here. Oh, here it is right here. Hold on. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. I want y'all to see this because I think this is what we got to get better at as a society. Receiving advice. We talk a lot about constructive criticism and understanding that, bro, we're not critiquing the player all the time. Sometimes you're just critiquing how somebody plays. And hold on, where is it? This it? No, that's 50 again. This one it. All right, listen to this. Listen to this video. And keep in mind, and Shai wrote 50 is very emotional. Keep in mind what the other gentleman said. With the gentleman that was talking about $1 million, when you break it down, it's not really gonna, you're not set for life, especially if that gentleman is saying it. Imagine somebody probably coming from an impoverished neighborhood, like 50 was saying, which he's like, yo, I'm from 100 and whatever street he said. Pretty much saying like, yo, I'm from a poor neighborhood, like $1 million is a lot. So why not understand what Dame is telling you? Because he's giving you advice in game, maybe from somebody else's perspective, maybe from a perspective that he hasn't even touched yet, but he's been just fortunate to be able to have the foresight to understand that, hey, $1 million ain't a lot. And at the time, Dame did touch a lot of money. So he's probably just giving the 50 some game, thinking he's giving him some game whole time. 50 getting upset, a little emotional with it. You know what I mean? And talking about how he felt. And this is why I'm just highlighting it. Like I said, 50's my guy, but I gotta call it out how I call it. I gotta call it down the middle. So let's listen to what Dame said.
That he learned from, which was $1 million isn't any money.
The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Damon Dash, and he has no money now.
This is a realistic look at what $1 million is to the first-time rapper. First of all, it's tax half. So that's $500,000 right then and there. Boom. So now you got $500,000 left.
He said, well, that ain't no money. Like, after you get your watch, chain, and you look out for the homies.
You got to get your jewelry game up. So let's say you spend $100 on the low ball side. Now your homeboys think you got way more than you have, and you got to look out for everybody on your block. So put 50 to that. You got to keep your fresh together. So you're going to spend 50 on fresh. Your sneakers, you got to pop tags every single day. So put 50 on that. You have an overhead where you have to maintain all these things every month. So now you might have 20,000 in bills every single day. You know?
Whoa. Not every day, but keep going.
And there it is. It's gone. There's no more money. It's a wrap. Your $1 million is nothing.
$1 million is a lot of money. Are you gonna say it's...
Besides the 20,000 a day, I mean, was Dame wrong? Did he say anything wrong? If the other guy, the video that we showed with the gentleman on Instagram, where is it? If he said the same thing, and y'all know what I'm getting at. I'm not getting at anything. I'm just saying, coming from Dame, black man in hip hop, it's a little bit different. Coming from somebody who's maybe flashy and all this other stuff, I think 50 took it a little bit differently than if he got advice from somebody else that he respects. Let's say like a Robert Greene, the gentleman that wrote the 48 Laws of Power that he did the book with 50 Cent. When he said, I forget the name of the joint venture that they did, the book that they wrote together. But sometimes we receive advice and criticism in different ways from different people. For whatever reason. So we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I like I said, I'm just going through some random videos that I thought stood out to me and that we could learn some game from. So $1 million You know what I mean? It just is what it is. $1 million really ain't. It ain't. Is that the last video that I wanted to share with y'all? No. There's one more. There's one more at least that I wanted to share with y'all. It's probably going to be 2 more. But take a look at this. We always talk about homeschooling versus government schooling. Y'all tell me what y'all thoughts are on this post. I thought it was interesting.
They're children. They need to go to school. They need to learn about the world.
Justin! Jackson! Would you please come down here for a second?
What?
How old are you now, Jackson?
13.
Can you tell me what the Bill of Rights is?
What something costs, I guess.
It's a good guess. Justin, you're in high school?
Yeah.
You like school?
It's whatever.
Do you know what the Bill of Rights is?
It's a government thing, right? Like rights that people have in America and stuff.
Yep. Hey, Saja?
Yes?
Would you please come down here a moment, sweetie? I wanted to ask you a quick question. Saja just turned 8, by the way. The Bill of Rights.
Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of...
Stop. Regurgitating memorized amendments isn't what I'm asking for. Just tell me something about it in your own words.
It's not the Bill of Rights. Even more like China. Here, at least, we don't have a war on the searches. We have free speech. Citizens are protected from cruel and unusual punishments.
That's enough.
Are protected...
Wait a minute. Sergeant, how would you characterize the 2010 Supreme Court decision on Citizens United?
Corporations have the same rights as people, so there's no spending limit on candidates. Which means a country is ruled by corporations, and their lobbies to fund candidates and command their fealty by demanding...
Jesus Christ. You made your point. We get it. It's very impressive. All of you.
I don't know about all of them, but maybe the second little kid, because I'll be honest, I didn't know what the Bill of Rights was either. Like, I if you'd have asked me what's the Bill of Rights, I wouldn't have been able to break it down how she broke it down. So, homeschooling versus government schooling. I don't know. Is now the time where we're going to make a decision to finally realize that the things that our kids are learning in school, it's more of a memorization and indoctrination of the things that will turn them into workers, the things that will turn them into the next generation of slaves, because they owe so much money from college and they've been indoctrinated for so long to move in a particular direction that now they look at going in a different direction. You know, they've come so far this way, so they just feel like they got to keep going. I don't know. And this is why, this is one of the reasons why I love a guy like Dame Dash. He homeschools his kid. He always talks about it. He's like, yo, I want to be around my kid. My kid should be outside, you know, during the day with the sun. Why are kids in school in a building when they should be outside in nature, running around in the sun, getting all the positive health benefits of that, running around, learning while running around, learning while being active, rather than just sitting in a class and trying to drain them of their energy and getting upset when the boys are running around and playful. And you know, they tell them you got ADD. You can't sit down you have ADD as a kid. There's something wrong with you if you have so much energy that you can't just sit down and do nothing and listen to something that you have zero interest in, that's not going to help you with anything as far as being successful in the rest of your life. I would say that those kids are the ones that are standing on business. That's not ADD. That's a protest, saying it's your body naturally protesting a situation that we shouldn't be in. That's how I would look at it. But that's just me. iRock, I saw your comment. Shout out to iRock in the building. I feel like it'd be better to make investments with that money. $1 million could go a lot further. Definitely. But the thing about investments are what? Whenever you make an investment, there's a risk. So I believe what the gentleman in the Instagram video was referring to as you're talking about over the like buying the chains and looking out for your people. All right, so I'm gonna make 2 points. The first point I was gonna say is that the investments that the gentleman was talking about, he's talking about an investment where you would get back on $1 million investment, a safe investment through the bank savings account or CD accounts, whatever they're talking about, where you would get a certain percentage back, and it would be about 30, 40 for that year, especially when you take away the capital gains tax. Now, speaking of investments, Dame Dash was talking about investments. He just wasn't necessarily talking about cash growth investments. And what do I mean by that? For a rapper, If you're a rapper, let's just be real. A lot of these rappers, to be attractive to their audience, they got to buy the chains. They got to look fresh and buy the clothes. They got to look out for their homies, because the type of culture that this silly, destructive hip hop culture is, they feel that they got to move around with a big crew or they'll get taken advantage of. I don't think that they have to do any of these things, but based on the market that they're in, it is more appealing. Now, I think that it's a silly market, but it just is what it is. So they do see those as investments. But what you're saying, I agree completely. You want something that has some cash growth with it. Yeah, so I'm 100% with you. I'm 100% with you. If I got $1 million as a rapper, I would stop rapping and do exactly what you just said. Find something else to invest in, or just, yeah, I shouldn't say stop rapping. If that's your passion, then rap, but just don't do all the other BS. Don't put yourself in positions to where you can only appeal to your market and your audience by wearing chains, by having a whole bunch of homies around you, having to take care of them because you need them for muscle, and any other thing that would be considered destructive. IROC wrote, I feel that's a destructive culture. We should want to see people do well and do right. 100% is a destructive culture. 100% it's a destructive culture. But that's the culture that Dame was referring to. 50's in that culture. So in that culture, $1 million really ain't nothing, unless you're going to change how you're moving in that culture and move, like, let's say, like a La Russell, a rapper that I think puts a lot of positive things in motion. But no, I 100% agree with you. 100%. All right. There was a couple more videos that I wanted us to look at. We definitely gonna finish off with this animal video that I was so impressed with. Yeah, we'll finish off with this animal, this Bambi. I want to introduce y'all to my friend Bambi right here. This was so amazing. I thought it was fake almost at the start, but I want y'all to take a look at this.
I promise you this, I'll always look out for you. Yeah, that's what I'll do. See ya.
And for those that may not be able to look, at the video, it's showing these nice people saving a baby deer, and the mother deer went and found the people to bring them back to help them out. And then the mama deer with the baby followed them back to their car, and the baby goes up to them and lets them pet him or her, the baby. And oh, look at that. Animals are so much better than what people have become. Animals are so much better than what people have become. So, of course, y'all know we like to finish off on a positive note, reminding us. Sometimes it takes the animals to remind us that we can be better humans. So, well, that's the show for the weekend. I told you I would pop back on. Didn't have much. I guess this was more like just, just pop on, have some combos with y'all. But I guess we will finish it off. We definitely need more of that in the world, IROC. We definitely need more of that in the world. I'm going to go. Matter of fact, I'm going to go hang out with some animals right now. I'm going to go take a walk along the water, and I'm going to call my dolphins. I'm going to call my manatees, and we're going to have a dope little combo. Maybe have some of these pigeons that I hang out with over there too. But yeah, that's the energy that I'm on. So with that, oh yeah, so we'll finish off the show as we always do. We'll do 30 seconds, 45 seconds, visualization, meditation. Anytime I see y'all, I want to be able to finish off with that. So clear your mind, do whatever you need to. Think about whatever you need to think about, or don't think about whatever you don't need to think about. And yeah, let's just take this time to visualize, meditate, manifest, whatever it is that you need to do. Do some breathing exercises, whatever it is. We'll take 30 to 45 seconds starting now, and close your eyes if you're in a safe place. There you go. Last breath. Inhaling all, one more. Inhaling all the good energy. Exhaling all that low vibrational energy. And with that, I shall see y'all soon. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all know what it is. We're here to elevate even on the weekends on purpose, both from an intentional standpoint, doing what we need to do, putting the work in to become the leaders that we need to become, the leaders that we need now more than ever. Onward and upward, strength and honor. Y'all know what it is. We get into the bag. Hopefully we're enjoying some of that bag on the weekend with our loved ones. What's in my bag? You know, we got the peace, love, happiness, and the health, wealth, and always keeping integrity at the forefront of our mind, anything that we do. So with that, I'll see y'all soon, man. I really appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And like on your way out. And I'll see y'all soon. And share with a friend, share with some family members, or just or don't, or just enjoy the rest of your weekend. Y'all know I appreciate y'all. So we don't need to grow. I'm cool. I mean, we need to grow, but I'm cool with y'all. I appreciate y'all. So there you have it. I'll see y'all soon.